Okay, here you go. These are 2 reviews from yesterday. Actually, you're going to get quite a bit of time to work today. What I want you to do is start with your partner. You're doing these 2 warm-ups. They're very similar to what you were doing for homework today. Put your notebook right by each other and talk about it, please. In fact,
You got the 27, 9, right? Yeah, we got the 3s. And then 8 is 2 3 times. You add another 3. But you need to square root of 2. You probably get 2 is 3 times. 2 is 8 3 times. That's 4. And then 2. But you need a square root of 2. So you're trying to tell me that it should be 7 instead of...
do with powers? Add them. So you get 3, not 9. 3 to the 2 square roots of 2 and 6 square roots of 2 is? Give me a thumb up if you're okay with that. Thumb down if you're not. Everybody's teaching. Good. All right, this one. I heard Kyle say just a little bit ago with his partner that you have to foil this one, right? I just want you to put your pencil down and don't want you to write anything. Do not write anything, just listen. Because I can tell you 3rd hour almost had a stroke when I did this problem. There's such a fine line between understanding the rule of exponent and wanting to do what feels right. Right? Sarah? Sarah's just saying, but it feels right. All right. You can rewrite this as 2 to the 4 square roots of 3 plus 2 to the 1 plus 3 square roots of 3. Is that 4 square roots of 3? No. That's like 1 plus 3x, right? You can't put them together. Plus 2 to the 2 square roots of 3. No, wait. Can I put those together? No. All right. Now, you can't because they're all different terms. It's like having x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus x squared. Can you ever add those together and call it like x to the something? No, I don't even know what to say because we can't do it. This is stuck as this one is right here. Okay? Now, all you cheaters need to turn your page. Because the key to learning this, to really understanding this, is to talk about it with your partner right now. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes to redo this problem. Do it your way, but think about why you're able to do what you're doing. 2 minutes. And we're doing the new stuff for today.
I get how to do it,
Because in some of the products you were still able to.
but if you do like boil it out,
So you don't need to say 2 instead of 4. You did some things. As you do it, you're going to find out that you're working on it. And you're going to get to the point where
if you like to actually go and multiply.
Got it?
1 versus 1 square root of 3.
I was not going to take it. I got it.
Still discussing is how to handle this middle term. And we will do problems like this as a warm-up each day, probably, just to kind of hone your skills on exponents. All right? Can you do anything with the end? With all of these different terms? No, they're all different, just like 2 to the 4th, 2 to the 3rd, 2 to the squared. Or x's of different powers. We are stuck here. This problem was only about you mastering the skills of exponents. You can draw a line under the warm-up that you've done so far. And I'm going to start by just giving you a problem up here. I am like Hammy. Okay. Now we have a problem now because the bases are not the same, right? How can you rewrite a 4? As 2 squared. Pick up your pencil. 4 you can rewrite as 2 squared, all to the 6x minus 2, power of the power e multiplied. And so do you remember how to rewrite a half? So that it's 2 to a power, 2 to the what? 2 to the what? What's the power? You're close. What? What did? -1. Remember? This is just saying, hey, I'm in the wrong place. Right? The -1 power is making a half. 2 to a -1 is a half. Yes? Give me a thumb up if you remember that. Give me a thumb down if you don't, because that means we got to start. Okay. All right, ready? Ready? Here we go. Try this one with your partner. This one, I swear, comes out really pretty. And you can even check your answer at the end. When you're all done and you get X, check that when you plug it back in, that the left-hand side would equal the right-hand side in the blue one. Do it together, though, because I want you talking about it. That's what's going to make your brain grow. You got X equals to negative 5?
Yes.
Thumb up if you're okay with that, thumb down if you're not. Beautiful. Okay, try this one. This one with your partner. Whoa, you better talk first. Because we got that whole situation happening again. Look at this. You got 2 to a power and you got 1/8 to a power. Now, you need to rewrite it so the bases match. You need to rewrite 1/8 in terms of a 2. Talk to each other. Don't leave anybody behind here.
We said it was 1/2 to the negative 1. So let's say to the negative 1 would make this. To the negative 1 is to the negative 1 would make it 8. So then you just say 2 cubes is 8. So it'd be like 2 to the negative.
How do you rewrite 1/8? Everybody, 2 to the
Negative
3x. Very good. And then you got 2 to the 3x minus 1. So 3x minus 1 equaling a negative 3x is the dirty trick. Right? I'm going to teach you why that's mathematically true in about a week. When you solve this, what'd you get for x? Thumb up if you're okay with that. Thumb down if you're not. Talk to me. I got some people with a problem. What happened? It felt to me like everybody told me that this was a negative 3. For a power? 8 is 2 cubed. And if it's a 1/8, so if I have, helps if I had a pen. If I have 1/2 all cubed, that gives me a 1/8, right? It's 1/8. And then, if I need to make it a whole 2, then it becomes a negative 3. That flips it over because it's 2 over 1 now. That's where the negative means it's in the wrong place. So I'm rewriting a 1/8 as a whole 2. I got to flip it over with a negative, and then I got to put a power of 3 on a 2, right? So this ends up being 2 to a negative 3x. Put the powers equal. And then at this point, you're You're adding 3x over and adding a 1. So you get 6x equaling a 1. Divide, you're done. Is that better, cut? Take a look at this problem. Oh! How many people? Ready? A square root of 7 is my base value right now. Square root of 7. How do I make a square root of 7 look like a 7? No. Well, no. No. We're not talking about doing something to both sides right now. We want to manipulate the left-hand side. Okay? You want to make a square root of 7 look like 7 to a power. This one, you're doing great. We got one more after this and we're done.